What's going on, guys? It's Tony with Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always, and coming to you today to talk about Historic Anthology 3. Uh, Kind of excited here, not gonna lie. You see the list here? I'm on the old Channel Fire Bizzle. Gonna look at their stuff, and I'm gonna pull up my predictions and see how many I got wrong. It's kind of hard with the old Historic. You see, pretty interesting list here. We're gonna go through these cards. Um, and just kind of look at those, discuss them. So let me look and see what some of my predictions were. I predicted one new creature lord, one new goblin, one new rare land, essence warden, and elixir of immortality. So I know I hit on the land and the goblin. I don't know if I hit on a lord. I'll have to go through and look. I don't see any off the top of my head, but I did hit on a few the other ones and got pretty close with that lord when you think about some of the cards we're going to see. Elixir of Immortality and Essence Warden, Path to Exile, Swords of Plowshare, just some random cards I threw in there. So let's go through this. Up first, we got, didn't mean to do that. Up first, we got Holden of Cleansing Fire. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life for each shrine you control. This is 3 colorless, 1 white, and is a legendary enchantment. It's a shrine. So, back in the Kamigawas, we had shrines, and this was a cycle of legendary shrines. If you had all 5 out, you were banking value. But if you didn't have all 5, you still got a little bit of stuff. So, pretty cool there. Up next, Momentary Blink. So, I don't really give a shit about this. Just a instant blinker that you can flash back. Tempered Steel. This caught my attention. First off, Saheeli, the uncommon planeswalker from War of the Spark, is going to work well with this. Second is I'm already preparing myself for that release. Timely Reinforcements. This was an interesting but very much appreciated add. So 2 colorless, 1 white. It's a sorcery. If you have less life than an opponent, you gain 6 life. If you control fewer creatures than an opponent, put 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. Huge card in my opinion. Body Double. 4 colorless and a blue. It's a shapeshifter, and you can have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature card in a graveyard. So interesting there. The next shrine. So this one's just the blue version, and you get to draw a card for each shrine. Silent Departure, kind of another useless common, in my opinion. It'll get some play, but nothing too saucy, just a return target creature with the ability to flashback. Swan Song, I was excited to see this. 1 blue, and you're countering an enchantment, an instant, or a sorcery spell. Now, the controller does get a 2/2 bird, but, man, that's for 1 blue, that's huge. Another big card here, Chainer's Edict. The sacrifice a creature and having flashback, that's a big one. Well, here's one of my hits. Oh, for some reason, it's not bringing up Gem Palm Polluter. Who knows? Let's keep rolling. Another one of those shrines. This is the black one, and this one is opponent's discard. Target opponent, excuse me. Up next, we already saw the Phyrexian Obliterator. We don't give a rip about him. Unburial Rites. Come on, guys. Unburial Rites. So, I am too stoked for this. I don't use that word too often. Too stoked. Too stoked. That's going to be great. Devil's Play. Okay. Alright, I get it. Okay. Gem Palm Incinerator. So here's one of the cards I hit on. It's a goblin. And listen, goblins in Historic right now are sneaky good. If they get a lord, a 3 or less lord, that is some real damage they can do. Here's the red shrine. This one costs 2 less than the others, and it does damage equal to the number of shrines. So, with the beginning of cycling coming back to standard, this card feels huge in Historic. Tectonic Reformation. Each land card in your hand has cycling. It does have to be that mountain cost, but I still think that's pretty relevant, pretty cool. Enchantress Presence. Presence? Who knows? No presence. So this is just an enchantment that whenever you cast an enchantment spell, draw a card. So enchantments are going to be strong in Historic. Here's the green version of the shrines. This one you get a 1/1 colorless spirit token for each shrine. Next, just a cycling card to go and fetch a land. Roar of the Worm. God, I remember this card from back in the day. It was like Odyssey or Nemesis or something. This card was just bonkers. I love that card. So here's where we start getting to some of the crazy shit. Murari's Wake. So ramp is already an issue, and they just gave us huge ramp. 3 colorless, a green and a white. It's an enchantment, no less. Creatures you control get +1/+1. And whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana to your mana pool of any type that land produced. Excuse me. So it's not bad enough that we have all this ramp, but now we're going to put these cards in there. Okay. A Chromosome Oriole. This was really interesting. And, I mean, just taking a look at it, 7 creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection from black and red. Legendary artifact. Pretty damn good. Ratchet Bomb. Pretty well-known card. Someone explained to me how putting this in Historic is a good idea. I mean, I get it. I thought that they would put some kind of exile cards into this format to help out with that, but whatever. And then Ancient Ziggurat, I thought that was a pretty good include, and Maze's End. So there you go. They come out on May 21st. I'm definitely excited. Gem Palm will be going into my Historic Goblins. I'm a little concerned because I think that with the ramp that we have, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough to deal with some of these cards. I was looking for some kind of exile card, but, you know, maybe next time. Anyways, tell me what you guys think. I think this is, overall, this is a really good expansion. The problem with Historic is you don't really know where they're going with this. I mean, especially when you start looking back at, like, the shrines, and then, like, I know that this says Commander on it, but, I mean, they're going to Commander now and bringing those cards into Historic. So I'm worried about where this means Arena is going short term and long term. I'd like to get us to Pioneer sooner than later, but whatever. Either way around it, like I said, tell me what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, this is Tony K, Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream.